today I'm doing this look right here that I'm wearing. It's just an everyday, neutral, easy look. I'm using the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette by Morphe. My baby. Oh my gosh, I'm totally in love with this. I just really love this look. Sorry, my mirror is right here, so I'm just gonna keep looking. I love this look because it's just an everyday, neutral, easy look to achieve. Very dewy. It's dewy, fresh, very springtime appropriate with just a basic nude lip. Yeah, I actually really love this and I'm really excited to show you. So let's get on to the tutorial. See you in my next one. Bye guys.
Hi everybody, so today I'm going to start out with foundation. I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 3.75 if you care. I'm just going to be using a duo fiber brush. This one's just a cheap one I have, and I'm going to be taking about 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply that wickedly fast to my face. No, I'm not that fast. I wish I was. It would make makeup so much easier. But I'm just going to be applying an even just an even layer to my face, blending it down onto my neck so I don't have a weird line, even though I am very pale and this foundation is very pale, so it's going to be hard to get a line, but I'm just going to do it. And then I was sad because I realized I didn't pump enough and I didn't use enough foundation, so I had to get a little more, and I just am doing that. I'm buffing it into my hairline, just buffing it everywhere, making sure it's all even. Wish I could look normal while I do it, but I don't. So let's just move on to concealer. I'm using the Kat Von D concealer in the lightest shade that they have, which is light 16. I'm going to be applying some of that to my eyelids as an eye primer. I don't necessarily like to use eye bases just because I feel like concealers are better because they hide all the veins, and you can just kind of, when you're doing your under eyes, if you do those on the daily, you can just do that. So that's what I'm doing. Next, I'm going to be taking just a fluffy brush. I don't even know what that is. And I'm going to be taking 2 concealers. I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and this Pixie bronzer I got in my Ipsy bag this month. I really like both of them, and I like mixing them together because when I'm not contouring, it's kind of nice to have just a little sheen, which I get from the Pixie one because the Too Faced is matte. So now I'm just going to be buffing along my cheekbones. I'm not contouring, so I'm not being I'm kind of just being kind of messy, but I'm just buffing in circular motion, starting at the back towards my ear and slowly moving forward with less product because I don't want tons of bronzer right there. Now I'm taking it onto my temples because it needs to be even, so I'm going to be doing that, and I had issues, so I'm going to be taking that, and then I'm going to buff into my hairline just so I don't have like a weird 2 little circles of bronzer. And now I'm going to be taking it on my jawline and under my chin, down on my neck, just to kind of blend everything out more. Now I'm going to be taking my foundation brush with no extra product on it, and I'm going to be blending just to make sure it's kind of more even. Now I'm taking NARS. Oh, I dropped it. I'm going to be taking NARS, the Big O, and applying that to the apples in my cheeks. I love this blush. Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. Let's be real here. Now I'm going to take my foundation brush and blend again because no harsh lines is a happy Emily. Next, I'm going to be taking the Becca highlighter in Moonstone, which obviously I love. I need a new one because it's like practically gone. But I'm going to just be taking this on like a fluffy brush. I'm using the crown brush that I got in an Ipsy forever ago. Obviously I love Ipsy because I use their products all the time. But I'm just going to be taking that and applying that to the tops of my cheekbones. And as you can see, I'm applying a lot of highlighter because I love a lot of highlighter. I love the glow that comes from it. I'm going to be taking it down the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to be taking it on my chin. And then I was like, it's beautiful, but it needs more because obviously I'm addicted. So next, I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Taupe. It's my ride or die. I'm obsessed with it. Naturally, I have very thick, big eyebrows, so obviously I tweeze like crazy to make sure that they're not. So I'm just going to be filling them in, just following the natural shape of my brow because I'm not going to be overdrawing or anything. Just easy, quick fill in because we're not doing a huge dramatic eye look, and it's not necessary to do a crazy brow for the day. So very proud of my one brow. I look weird with only one done, and now I'm going to be doing my other the exact same way, just filling it in. And I'm pressing harder as I get towards the tail, but I wanted to show you my half done brow, obviously. So I'm just going to be going, and I was having issues with this brow because it wasn't like even in the center, so I had to work very hard. I mean, I spent like a whole 30 seconds on that brow. Now I'm just taking my spoolie and blending everything together, and now they're good. So now I'm going to be taking my Morphe Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, the star of the show, my favorite palette I own right now. And I'm just going to be taking a fluffy blending brush. This one's from Sephora. It doesn't really have a name. And I'm going to be taking that light color as my transitioning crease shade. So I'm going to just pack it on the outer, go in windshield wiper motions, back and forth, and I'm doing that on the other eye. And then I'm going to start taking it circular motions and blending downwards. I don't want to take it super high, so we're blending down. Always blend down in this kind of look. And I'm taking this light champagne shimmery color and replacing that with just a regular shadow brush all over my lid. I don't want to take it really above my crease or really into my crease, just because I want that lighter transition shade to kind of peek out more. And I'm going to take that same blending brush with no additional product, and I'm going to blend because I hate harsh lines. Next, I'm going to be taking a 224 from MAC and this shade darker color. I'm going to be putting it in the outer V and just kind of deepening up that and kind of smoking it out a little. Even though this is an everyday look, I still wanted a little depth and dimension to my eye, so I added that. I'm pulling whatever is left into my crease to kind of, you know, add it up. And now I'm taking a MAC 212 brush, and I'm taking that darkest color that we put on the outer, and I'm just bringing it about. I'm packing it on my waterline kind of, and bringing it like 3/4 of the way in. Then I'm taking a blending brush, and I'm just putting it underneath my eyes, a pencil brush, that's what it is, and I'm just buffing the lighter transition shade out with it. And now I'm going to be curling my eyes using this curler I got in my Ipsy bag, which I guess I just love Ipsy because I use the products all the time. I'm taking my holy grail ride or die, the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm obsessed with this stuff. It's amazing. If you don't own it, I very much suggest you get it. I've never had a better mascara. It is expensive, but it's worth every penny. I am obsessed, obviously, and I cannot do my mascara without... Oh, and I just nicked myself. You can't really see, but I did, and I was very disappointed in myself. So I'm going to just be putting that on my lower lashes because I feel as if putting mascara on your lower lashes is necessary, but you do you. You do it up to whatever you want. I'm just going to coat them, make sure they all look good. And next I'm going to be I'm cleaning my eye up first. And next I'm going to be taking my chapstick off. I'm going to be taking Faux by MAC and putting that on my lips, just really quick. Not really lining because didn't really need to. Yep, and then that is the look, and there we go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, everybody.
Do I like that? Okay. Gonna fix my ponytail. Hi everybody, today I'm doing... What was that? Hi, I'm just gonna wave right over here. Okay. Hi everybody.